Hi, I'm Johnathan Brownlee. Thanks for watching this. I grew up in Toronto, Canada, and then, like a lot of actors at the time, migrated to Los Angeles, where I worked on television shows like Seinfeld and Larry Sanders. And because I'm a dual citizen, I started getting cast to go back and forth to Vancouver a lot, which is great. Really enjoyed that, and then that's where I started producing television for Home and Garden Television and Discovery and Golf Channel. I actually had my own television show called Johnathan Brownlee's At Home. How do you get work? Well, you cast yourself, obviously. That's the best way to do it. But one of the reasons I started directing and writing was I really wanted to have the opportunity to really craft stories. It was wonderful being an actor, but in some ways you only get to craft one piece of it. And so I really enjoy working with designers and DPs and everyone that sort of brings their game to the table. And the opportunity to create something from the page to the screen, to me, is the ultimate challenge, and is scary at times, and there's a lot of risk involved, but I think when you actually get everyone pushing the cart at the same pace, and it's a really wonderful, wonderful thing. And so one of the things I really like to do is create worlds both on set and in front of the camera that mean something. And so one of the pieces to that is really finding great locations, having a great production designer who can help you create these worlds so that your performers, your actors, feel comfortable inhabiting those spaces. Then you can really take the time, moment to moment, beat to beat, with your performers to craft things that are very special. And so I had an opportunity to produce my first feature film, which is a film called Decoding Annie Parkie, which we actually shot in Los Angeles. It's the first time I think LA's actually doubled as Toronto. It was really a wonderful project with Helen Hunt, Samantha Morton, and Aaron Paul, Rashida Jones, Richard Schiff, just a fabulous cast. But it's a story about the discovery of the breast cancer gene. Dr. Mary Claire King, of course, is the amazing scientist who discovered the BRCA gene.
There's a link. There's a link. There's a genetic link between mothers and daughters and sisters who've had breast cancer.
3 Days in August is the first feature film that I directed. It's a wonderful film with Barry Bostwick and Mariette Hartley and Cal Bartlett, also Meg Foster, true veterans. It was wonderful to work with these actors. It's a wonderful story based on a true story of this amazing woman, Shannon Kincaid, who is a painter, and she's adopted. And she'd always wanted to paint a portrait of both her adopted family and her birth family together, but they don't exactly get along. So unbeknownst to either of the families, she invites them all out to a ranch just outside of Dallas, Texas for a weekend to see if she can actually paint this portrait. 3 Days in August. Action.
I think we're just gonna order some pizza.
Oh, well, that's fine with me.
All right, what kind you want?
Well, anything but Canadian bacon.
I thought you liked bacon.
No, I love bacon, but Canadian bacon isn't bacon, it's ham. It's Canadian ham, you know what I mean? I don't know how they get away with calling it bacon, it's ham.
Damn it, I knew it. I knew when you were young that at some point you were going to go out and you would try to find her. That real mother of yours. Oh, God, I was so scared. So scared that you'd love her more than you love me.
What is wrong with you?
Me?
Yeah, you. I'm just trying to lighten things up a little bit.
Doing a hell of a job, yeah.
Woman, you're a nasty piece of work.
Oh, wait a minute.
You are nasty.
No, wait 1 second. Can anybody else, you want a drink? Do you want another drink here at the table?
Well, I think she's had enough.
Oh, yeah, I've had enough. I've had enough of you for this lifetime.
Look, nobody is holding you hostage, dear. You can leave anytime you want.
Well, I didn't even want to come here in the first place, did I, huh? And I certainly never would have come if I known that you were gonna be here.
Well, then why did you come? You can go. You are free to go. Don't you understand? You have given me everything I have ever wanted with this woman at the end of the table. So go on. Go ahead. Run away. We don't need you here.
You're a rude fucking cow.
And you're a disgusting pig.
Yeah, well, go eat shit.
Oh, come on, that's enough. That's enough.
Come on.
God damn it, that's enough!
Listen, I know you didn't want to come here, that you're doing this for me. So this morning, please talk to Shannon. We need her. You need her. Please go and find her and tell her you're sorry about last night. Can you do that for me?
Just for you.
Thank you.
So if someone had ever said, hey, do you want to make a horror film? I probably would have said sure at some point. When I came to Dallas, Texas, I met this amazing guy, Dallas Saunier, who has a company called Cinestate and has recently acquired Fangoria. And clearly, he has a gift for casting and for finding these amazing projects, and he loves horror. I'd never done a horror film together, and we really wanted to make a film together, so he said, come on, come make Puppet Master with me. I'm like, okay, I have to admit, I maybe did it reluctantly to start. I had so much fun making this film. We shot the whole film here at the Ambassador Hotel for the most part. Great cast. Thomas Lennon is hysterical in this film. It really is a fun genre to make. So this is Puppet Master.
You know, this used to be better before he could fly. Back when he left over stuff.
Why?
Because jumping hundreds of feet in the air is a logical extrapolation of superhuman strength, right? Whereas flying displays a flagrant disregard for the laws of physics, okay? Unless his body was somehow magnetically opposed to the Earth or somehow magnetically attracted to the sun. It's just ridiculous. He's just too powerful that he can fly.
Yeah, but he's also bulletproof, so what's the difference?
He's bullet resistant.
I'm sorry.
Marissa! We gotta go! Come on! Come on!
So I've had the chance to collaborate with Cinestate a couple of times on really wonderful projects. Recently, we shot a film called Standoff at Sparrow Creek, which premiered in Toronto. This is a really, I like to call it kind of a Chekhov parlor play. It's very, very contained. It's been compared to Reservoir Dogs meets Usual Suspects. A great cast of testosterone characters in this. Henry Dunham wrote and directed this, and it was really fun to support this project, Standoff at Sparrow Creek.
One's missing.
Where's 9? Who's got it? They said he was wearing Kevlar. Supposed to have 25. How many?
Fewer than that.
The keypad on that door has a self-changing combination every 48 hours. The only people aware of that combination are in this room. One of you did it.
So when I first moved to Dallas, Texas, I really wanted to produce a feature film right away, and I met these two young filmmakers, Gene Gallerano and Jeff Barry, who had this wonderful screenplay called Occupy Texas. And so we sat in a room, probably drank too much beer, and decided that we were going to make this really quickly in about 15 days. It was a really wonderful project because I think it really shows, you know, the personality of Texas, the personality of Dallas, and it was wonderful to support these two filmmakers, Occupy Texas.
Maybe I should take them to the mall or something.
I'm not going to the mall with him.
The mall is a bag of suck.
Girls, wait for me in the car. Just the girls. Bo Baker,
And Uma.
love you, despite any choices you've made for your life. How do I impress upon you the importance of this situation? If you do anything to jeopardize those girls, regardless of the fact that we're blood, you'll end up on the wrong side of the dirt.
We are still having lunch, though, right?
Blanche Thomas.
Hello, Blanche. Bo Baker.
Yes, we know. There's a group of women over there watching our every move. The ringleader has a very odd hairdo, sort of resembles an angry seal. Talking to the others, she's here, whispering? Yeah. Oh, it's not her fault. The woman's just been rode hard and put up wet. Anywho, you know, I did this alone as well, and it's just hard to play the carpool game if you're not aware of the rule book.
I appreciate the warm introduction to the High Society of Grown-Up Debutantes.
I don't think I've introduced you to nearly enough yet. Sadness ensues.
So recently just finished the screenplay for The Eyes of Jefferson, which is based on a true story of a very good friend of mine, John Matthews, who was a beat cop in Oak Cliff, Texas, right outside of Dallas in the late 80s, early 90s. And he's the cop who caught Charles Albright, who, as far as we know, is Dallas's only serial killer. It's a pretty incredible story of one man's true grit of trying to figure out who is killing these women on his beat. The serial killer, Charles, is also an extremely interesting character. You know, we've all heard these stories about, oh, just a guy next door. I never thought, you know, he would do something like this. He was such a nice guy. You know, he kind of fits that mold as well. He was a teacher. He played the piano. He was a painter, spoke multiple languages, but he also had a penchant for murdering prostitutes. And this was his way of dealing with his past. His mother was most likely a prostitute. And through these murders, he's clearly trying to fix something internally. And John Matthews, the cop, does figure this out, but nobody really believes that this beat cop can figure this out and the detectives can't. And so it's an interesting film that we'll be working on called The Eyes of Jefferson.